Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you are new, my name is Dina, and on this channel we talk about faith, fashion, and lifestyle, and generally talk about things that make life beautiful and how to live a quality lifestyle. Beginning of the year, I found myself reading this verse that I want to start with, and it's in 1 Timothy 6 verse 6 to 11, and it says, I'm just gonna read actually verse 7. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world and we can take nothing out of it. I was thinking about this was actually at a point of my life where I was just a little bit not in the best space mentally, and just like there was just a lot of stuff happening in my life, and God was just like speaking to me about living with true contentment. And as I can say, in our world today, contentment isn't really something that is very popular. If you thought about just life in general and people that you live with, there's not a lot of people who are living in true contentment. I feel like we're so encouraged to just go after the next best thing, build the bigger things, go after this and that, pursue your dreams, pursue your goals, pursuing something all the time. I'm not saying that it's bad to have bigger dreams or like aspire to be bigger and to, you know, grow and to enlarge our capacity and to go after all of those things. I'm just saying that it's really easy in this world to just be content in the present and to just be grateful for what we have without really having to feel like something is missing. I feel like there are two types of people. There are those who dwell in the past, and there are those who dwell in the future. And then there are rare people who are actually just fully content and live in the present. I am definitely someone who lives in the future. I look forward to the next adventure. I look forward to what I'm doing now to end so I can move to the next thing. And I just realized that, yeah, that's been my life for the most part. And God has been trying to just remind me to be here today and to not always think about the next season. If you're someone who's in a place where you just feel something is missing, I'm gonna share these habits that I try to implement in my life as well, to find contentment and joy where I'm at right now, and hopefully they will help you. First thing, I would say it's all about your mindset and how you think about life. Everything starts in our minds, and it's all about changing your perspective, because we always think that, okay, once I get that thing that I'm dreaming about, the next job, the next promotion, marriage, children, whatever it is that you're dreaming to have, a lot of times we think that once we reach that, we're going to feel happier, we're going to feel more content, we're going to have more peace. But it all starts inside. If we don't find peace, if we don't find contentment with where we're at right now inside, nothing is going to fix that. And for us Christians, if you're a Christian watching this, your contentment will start with simply the fact that you are a child of God. That's where your validation comes from. That's where your identity stems from. So getting that engraved in your heart and mind is going to be so helpful, and it's going to prevent you from feeling empty. Number 2 is to practice gratitude. Every morning I write down at least 3 things that I'm so thankful for. And all of us have something to be grateful for. It doesn't matter whether your bank account is full or not. If you're watching this video from a cell phone with Wi-Fi, chances are you're living better than most of the world. So you have something to be grateful for. In my journaling times in the morning, I write 3 things that I'm thankful for. They can be big or small. It could be that I'm grateful for my health, but I'm also grateful for the sky being blue, because that just makes me happy. And the 4th thing that I always write down when I'm done writing everything that I'm grateful for is I already have everything that I need. even if I dream to have more and bigger things, but I have to start with recognizing what I have right now. The Bible says again that we should go before God with thanksgiving and praises. A lot of times I find myself going to God with complaints and things that I don't have, that are things that I want. But when you come before Him, acknowledging first of all you're grateful for what God has done in your life, it's going to put you in a space where when you go before Him, you already know that He's done so much for you that He'll be able to do even better and more than what you're asking for right now. So make it a habit to be grateful, and it's going to be life-changing, I promise. Number 3, I'm going to say, is to stop living for other people or living to impress other people. We live in a social media world now where you're able to see what everybody is up to, what they upgraded in their lives, what kind of car they're driving, what kind of meal they ate when they went to the gym. It seems like everybody's living their best life on social media, and it can be easy for you to compare yourself or to try to impress other people with whatever it is that you're wanting to have. I really like this quote. I think Dave Ramsey said it. It says, we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. This quote makes me laugh, but it's so true. You know, everybody wants to flex on social media or in real life, but I just want to encourage you, don't keep up with the Jones. Let the Jones do their lives, let the Jones live their lives, and focus on living your best authentic life without the need to try to impress anyone. Also, I'm going to encourage you to learn to discern the desires that are rooted in envy, jealousy, or social media influence versus the desires that are authentically and truly coming from you. You might find yourself wanting something just because so and so is doing it, just because it's trendy, just because everybody's doing it. But it's really important to know that when you're going after something, you're truly going after it because you want it, not because everybody else is doing it or just because it's so trendy right now. Another tip that I have for you to create contentment in your life is to try to take off the focus from you and serve somebody else. We live in a world today where we're so encouraged to just self-love, self-care, self-this and self-that, which they're all beautiful things, but sometimes in order to feel good, you just have to take off the attention from yourself and put it on somebody else. So go serve someone else, go volunteer in your community. You're gonna realize that you're not alone, and there's some hard stuff happening in life, and it's not just you. We're all going through things, and you're gonna find out that other people probably have it worse than you. And when you see that, offer help to other people, it's going to give you so much joy. There's so much joy in helping other people. And my final tip for you, this is probably one of my favorites, and it's very simple, but it's so life-changing. And I'm going to encourage you to please do this. Take a pen and a paper, and I want you to do a joy list. A joy list is just something that you can always go to when you're feeling down or when you're feeling like your life is just not at the best place. And this joy list is just a list of things that make you happy. Small things that don't cost you any money, preferably, or don't cost you so much energy. For instance, for me on my joy list, I have my cup of coffee. When I wake up in the morning, coffee is very important for me. I love coffee. It brings me so much joy. So when I tell you I love coffee, I wake up in the morning looking forward to my first cup of coffee. So it's a moment that I don't just grab coffee and drink. It's something that I look forward to. It's a whole other ritual that I do in the morning, and I make sure I'm in my beautiful robe and I sit down, maybe sip my coffee with a book or journaling or reading my Bible. It's just my me time that I look forward to, and it brings me so much joy. Another thing that I have on my list is flowers. I love flowers, and when I buy them, they don't cost a lot. So for me, it's very important that I have fresh flowers around me every week. So it's on my list. Another thing that I have on my list is dressing well. There's just power in a beautiful outfit. It doesn't have to be all extravagant or anything, but for me, looking good makes me feel good. Another thing for me is walking. I like walking around my neighborhood and, you know, enjoying the weather, the architecture in the city, finding a beautiful just area in the city that I like and stroll around there, maybe do some little window shopping or get a latte, or being in nature. It doesn't cost me anything, but it's just like little things that bring me joy and just remind me that life is truly beautiful. So I want you to take a piece of paper and a pen and just write 10 things down that bring you joy, that don't cost you money or doesn't take up so much energy to do. Life is truly beautiful, and it doesn't require a whole lot to actually enjoy the small moments, because they can just pass by and we don't recognize them. And especially when we're just focusing on what's going wrong, what we don't have, we can really ignore these little moments that bring joy. I'm gonna read you a quote that I find really beautiful on this subject, and it's, "While it may seem small, the ripple effect of small things is extraordinary." So that's all I have for today. I hope this video was helpful. I want to know what you do when you feel down, when you feel like you're not content. What do you practice to cultivate contentment in your life? Please put it in the comment below so we can all help each other. And I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.